And get into this one we will. It's time for Mirage. NiP fans, I heard you. I know you exist. They have to win Mirage. Let's jump in. Henry G and Sadakis to commentate.
We shall do the best we can to honor the game that this is. NaVi versus NiP, but hang on, we're not going yet. We've got a hold, we've got a pause called immediately.
We're gonna have to slow things right down as we luckily didn't get too far into that round. We're gonna be cutting out as we'll check out who will be starting where at least. NaVi on the CT side here, and NiP, interestingly enough, on the T side. It's their pick, and they need to win this one, of course, and we'll see what they can do. I agree with Duncan. The player to look out for is going to be Rez for me. He's been absolutely stunning throughout this tournament, one of his best of recent memory. And we have a small issue here. This time it's to be Flamey. Looks like another microphone issue as we get ready to begin map number 2. I mean, a few of those this quarterfinal. We apologize. It's hopefully not going to take too long. There's a man himself. Great showing on Inferno. A bit of a crowd favorite. You got to love Get Right. Absolute legend of the game.
Legend indeed. And the odds were, interestingly, 5-1. But when you consider the fact that it was 16-14, okay, 4 rounds apart, you think about the economy when it was 14-12.
Yeah.
And the situation that they found themselves in on the NaVi side, that was a close game on Inferno.
It really was.
And the great turnaround of the first half as well, from being down 1-6 by NiP to close it to 8-7 at half. All the conditions are there. That was NaVi's map choice. All the conditions are there to suggest Mirage could go NiP's way, and it should be a close game.
Hopefully. That's what we want to see. We want to see it to go the full distance here. That would be absolutely fantastic. Pistols, though, always so important in today's game, but second round even more so at this point. It seems like the second round force fight seems to be such a horrible situation for so many teams here at the tournament so far. You get that bomb plant on the T side, you get a few kills, you bring out a couple of AKs in that second round. It's destructive and difficult to contain. As we'll swap out the audio boxes again.
This one right at the start. Forrest giving us the eye.
Yeah, the classic Forrest eyebrow there.
It is. That has been around
The Rock
forever.
used to have that one trademarked. I think Forrest has it now. It's kind of taken it.
Yeah, but the Rock was cooking Forrest.
That's true.
So he's like the final boss.
Well, Forrest is more famous anyway. It's all good. Looks like we're all good here to go as well, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready. Your second map begins right here, right now. NaVi versus the Ninjas in Pajamas. It's Mirage. Let's make some noise! We'll get into this one. We'll have a look at the buys as they come through. We've got the 2 smokes available for the Ninjas. A couple of flashbangs, 1 Molotov suggests to me a classic A finish here. 2 smokes towards steps and jungle. Molotov as shadow flashes over, but the bomb towards top and middle, so the smokes are there. But will this be an actual A finish here? It's going to be a great shot either way from Boomich. He's pushed to Palace. He gets the first kill. Electronic spot 3 as the Molotov deployed towards the window. They're going to go fast towards that connector, and Boomich can't find a second kill just yet, but there it is.
He's fallen. Oh! That's a stylish one if I've ever seen it. I was going to say, didn't go all the way towards CT. Has to be careful of spawn, or excuse me, A-main, but apparently not. Plopsky trying to regain territory. Bomb down. No one even found much damage on the NiP side, and that means NaVi get their first pistol in the series and start off 1-0.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous start there. Not the tactic I was anticipating. A lot of teams run that 2 smokes towards A, flash over, use power and numbers, and they were suggesting that was coming through. They did the smoke, and the flashbang came in, and they went fast towards middle. Molotov to try and get themselves in towards that connect. You see the smoke towards jungle. That's to suggest it would be an A-ramp play, but Boomich already killed the Palace player. They're going for the A split. He manages to get that second kill and the third as well. Really, really strong stuff here, and a full eco. Without the plant, difficult to justify the full investment here. Great run boost from the Ninjas here. They are living up to their name, as they might be able to get a kill. No, another very quick round there. Another clean sweep as we go 2-0.
Yeah, kills 10-0 as well.
Yep. Wow.
Not to worry. Yeah, don't overthink that. Obviously, okay, pistol, you got slaughtered. That one, just forget it. Throw it out the window. And it's on to the gun round. Simple. showing some form, but a double stack window is interesting as well with the rifles, considering a smoke can do so much potential damage in that setup, and they're going to throw one there this time. Simple's going to beat it. He gets to catwalk. They threw a deep cat smoke. He's forward of it, not the high one, so he can actually fade off into that. It kind of favors him in some ways. He hits the fast shot and disappears.
AK's out. Boomich hungry for frags. They're pushing for the A ramp. There are players behind that smoke, and no one's sure which way it's going. Get Right suspects he might come around the corner here, but that would be an aggressive maneuver there from Boomich. He's backed up from Electronic here. They've only actually got a couple of rifles here against 5 AK-47. That's why they're being a little bit more active at this point, trying to get some intel. Haven't really got much on that. All they've confirmed is no one's setting up for an A execution off the bat, at least.
Molotov inside of the door. Right. Finding Electronic quite comfortably.
Yeah, he was flashed over there, so they were trying to get that first hit. They could detect the danger on the other side, but it doesn't work out. Incendiary throw now. Flamey can pull this round back. He's bought some time here. Flashbang's decent, but 2 players in front of him has to have perfect headshots, but he's being pincered all over. They didn't have much to work with here going into this round. Remember, they didn't even drop a single kill going into round number 3. So this is a bit of a bonus situation for them. They're going to have plenty of cash for that next round, but still, what can they do? Can they find any damage here whatsoever? Simple trying to cause it. Takes players tantalizingly low here. A double kill comes in. That might be enough now. He doesn't want to go and win this round. He just wants to keep them low, so when they fully buy next round, then they can actually really punish them going forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely the case. And Zeus as well can't do much with the MP9 at range, but he's going to at least try and get behind them, surprise them, and get more money out of their hands. You can tell by their positioning. It's, as you said, not the round win, but the long-term effect that this round will have for them as Get Right just confirms no one else is near the bomb, and will slowly but surely head back towards spawn. Zeus is up above, the exit from Palace. He can swing out if Get Right goes beyond the corner and surprise him quite quickly.
Now that's what I call the bonus round these days, right? You've had a perfect start, you got a 2-0, you know AKs are coming out in that third. That's a great kill, by the way. Yep. And now, you probably won't win this round. If you do, amazing. That's why it's called a bonus round, right? But if you can find 3 kills there, keep a couple of players alive with a rifle, you've made a ton of money, and you've removed a lot from their pockets. So this is looking very good for NaVi. The orb certainly available. Great stuff from NiP. It's a nice pincer. They were very aware of the potential push coming in towards that A ramp. They avoid the flashbangs. They managed to trade out. They do pin to the site. But this is the all-important round. Remember, they lost 3 players still, even though it should have been a clean round. Simple. 2 kills from spawn. As he gets into number 4 here, it's going to be Simple now towards that connector. Ready to fight, of course. Has he got himself a gap? I don't think so. He'll have to fall back.
Forrest still trying to find some room. Nate. It's a good one. Plopsky's there at the chair, and that puts him on to 58. Incendiary further will remove him. Does it, though? It did. Okay, it looked like, as we cut away, I thought maybe it was down below and didn't quite make it, but Plopsky is forced to work down toward connector. Rez is already working on that with him, along with the Galil. He has the AK. Forrest goes back for the bomb, and A looks to be the name of the game. The end game, shall we say.
We shall. Big round here. Less than a minute now. Ninja's looking to finish up towards the A site, but look at the setup from the CTs here. It's Simple rotating back in through spawn. Flashbang to enable access towards the A site for Get Right. He will be given the responsibility of entry here. Flashbang is delivered. Boomich will have to fall back, and they've actually got a clean run at the site, but Simple is ready and waiting. No smoke on his position, none available actually, so he's got a bit of a shooting gallery coming in here. Plopsky with the first kill, but Simple still alive and well.
Shot out with the op. Lands. That girl will gets Boomich from above. Plopsky forward, but misses out with a shot. Flamey. That gives him access, and a second kill on that. Get Right does very well to respond as quickly as he does, because that was the opening that NaVi needed, and Simple still alive, but not for long in the eyes of Rez. Oh, and he confirms it with a little bit of firing at the body.
Oof, scary round there. NiP very patient. We saw it in Inferno as well. They're trying to remain as passive as possible, avoid the aggression from NaVi, disallow multiple frags from Simple, and you can see them doing a great job here. Lovely shot there from Get Right, who was just about to receive a bullet in the head from Flamey. He's been playing incredibly well here. He knows that's the big round. It's shattered the economy of NaVi at this point, as they'll have P250s and Deagles, no armor. 1 nade available, that's for Flaming. 2-2 to scoreline here. NiP's pick, that's why they're on the least favored side of the terrorist forces. MAC-10, the perfect weapon for this round, farm some cash, and we said it before, Matt. NiP, very good at the anti-egos. They had the perfect setup in Inferno. One key detail, that missing smoke cost them the round and potentially the game as well. They're going to have to hold on to these sort of rounds. They can't afford to give any more of these away.
All right, waits with the MAC-10. Very tenuous situation to be in at that range. Pistols actually could pick away at him just as quickly should they get the lineup, but they are approaching on Catwalk while he distracts and keeps them busy at the back of the hallway. That allows Lekr the lineup through the window, and they've already detected the fact that there are more players over there. Flamey got Plopsky, but Boomich down, Simple's in the window, not really much going on. Again, NiP, barring that one smoke that Jacob pointed out again on the desk, have had a very good approach to these rounds, which for you and I, Henry, and perhaps many others who watched yesterday as well, is refreshing after watching Vitality struggle so many times last night. In these situations, Rez, good find to Electronic. Just Flamey left.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's certainly been situations where people aren't giving themselves the maximum chance of winning, should we say. Either way, 3-2, NiP in the lead now. Money stabilizing, but still not at a fantastic position. Simple can't afford the orb and armor. He'll go for Kevlar instead of the helmet so he can get some bit of utility here. Smoke would be great. Zeus to the Orc, only player who seems to be running that weapon now in NaVi since the nerf. Simple actually gets the helmet instead. I guess it makes sense considering Get Right at the MAC-10 wants to make sure he doesn't go down to that weapon. And now he'll be fighting once again as the smoke this time gives him a gap so he can look towards top and middle. Has anyone crossed yet? Not quite. And they're ready.
Nice.
You can see NiP just waiting for players like Simple to get over aggressive, get that pick, and then make their move there. They really don't want to feed the star players at this point. Give them nothing. And they know the money's low as well. There's barely any utility on the CD side. They have 1 smoke remaining at 120. They have to hunt for kills here. They know it. They're trying to check every angle. Zeus is pushed up in B. He's about as far as you can be pushed forward in those B apartments. He's holding on the sofa, and they're just going to stack towards A and hope for the best. This would be a gamble stack. Sure, it's a 5-on-5, but they have no utility. They cannot hold off an execution. Oh, they're going back towards B. If Zeus, that's the ultimate one-and-done position is what he's in right now. And it's commonly checked, flashed. If he even gets one here, I'll be impressed.
4 straight in. Zeus. There's the one. They didn't flash it. Get right down. And he actually finds a second. They're lining up and going one at a time. They almost made that too awkward and too easy. It's a door frame. You've got to push through, not stop in the middle of it. Simple. He doesn't hit. Misses a second, but smartly finds, I thought, safety in an angle. But Lekr is ready for it. And Forrest onto Boomich. Flamey in the window. Electronic down to 9 HP. They'll regroup and reposition, try and play this together. In fact, I take that back. I thought it was going to be Electronic trying to jump back through the window and get to Flamey for trade potential. He's going to try and flank around toward the apartments.
Yeah, that's a great move. A nice plan from Forrest. Molotovs towards short to guarantee the plan. He's the master of these scenarios. He's going to take 4 kills in total for him to win it, but I've got a sneaking suspicion he might be able to pull this one off. He knows he has to be active as he repositions, finds the first. He's on the bomb site. The awareness, the IQ, it's just so strong right now. Does he have any idea that Flamey's behind him?
This is the issue. And he's going to get taken down. Flamey does sneak out. He misidentified which player that was. I think he anticipated the same that we did, that he was going to rotate to checkers. Yes. And he showed up behind. He thought that was a whole different player. And as a result, didn't get the information or deduct that it was going to be Flamey walking out just barely the defuse. 3-3. Back into it immediately, NaVi.
Yes, but by the skin of their teeth that it was a difficult buy. Remember, they had almost no utility in that round, but Flamey bested them. And fair play to Zeus. Like I said, that is a one-and-done position. They did not play that correctly. The fact there's a 2-second window between Get Right and Rez going down there, that's not good enough. As soon as your first player face checks that, you need to be there with your brother, going down with him. It can't be that delayed. So the fact that Zeus gets 2 there, remarkable. NiP with a full A execution by the looks of things. Plopsky to show presence towards middle. We have 4 players on the A side of the map. Plopsky will go join them at this point, and Flamey looks like he's ready to fight here, but Rez has been one of the keenest aimers of the tournament. There you go, close range Krieg, no problem whatsoever.
Flash through Simple, just looking to see if he can see anything, that is, because smoke and flash in his direction, he's got to back off. Rightfully so, but that gives Rez access. Pushes everyone back behind the execution. That's good enough for now as Electronic holds the rotation as well at connector. Zeus is back in position.
I think they save here, by the way. I don't think this is worth going for.
And I think they're going to. I think they're already out of there.
Yeah, this was a difficult one for them. If Rez gets such a clean kill like that, you've already got a lack of utility. Got an auto shotgun, Boomage on a UMP as well, but Get Right is aware of it. He'll be heading towards T-spawn. He knows that he can actually sacrifice himself. They can give up one player for a couple of kills here if possible. It is a great round for NiP. It works out nicely. Rez, as we spotted and the analyst as well, he has had a great tournament. We need to see him shine for a chance for NiP to win this map. And so far, so good. One kill is all it took, and it's the most important. Great headshot, Flamey. He actually seemed very aware of the position of Reds, but couldn't find the shot. Closer in Krieg. Not an easy task. He makes it work, and NaVi do keep 4 players up here. Did Simple manage to recover the AWP? It sounded like it got dropped at the end or something. Hold on.
No.
It's there on the ground.
Okay.
As I said, I thought I heard it drop at the end of the round. I thought, no way. He hasn't made a mistake.
Yeah, it was similar to yesterday when we saw... Who was it? Was it Get Right that looked to try and get the gun?
I know the moment you mean.
Yeah, MBK or Apex, I think is who it was, actually. They tried to get the gun. We thought they threw away both as a result of not getting them.
Oh, no, it was Breezy, I think, wasn't it? It was Breezy against Vitality. He threw it away. And yeah, I think that's what happened. But yeah, trying to press E on it, trying to get it down. But it didn't happen. Ease away. Canatera now timeouts. And remember, they took a save there after losing only 1 kill, and it was justified. They didn't have the utility to even attempt that retake. And NiP will puncture the A side, no problem with 1 kill. Auto shotgun still there for Zeus, and he normally anchors those B bomb sites. Historically, teams try to punish that side of the map. See Flamey not happy with it. Plopsky again, 1 and 6 for one of the upcoming young stars. Seems to be struggling on that stage. You noted it. Probably hasn't been up anything on this level before, and it's understandable. It's getting in his head, but if you want to be a young star, you got to be able to perform on the stage as well.
Came off of the new Ancient lineup. Pretty meteoric rise for him, because that's a relatively new project as well, and this is the player that they've elected to work with. The core of that team, by the way, for those who haven't followed or haven't seen some of the Tier 2, Tier 3 teams, some of the DreamHack Opens, is essentially the old Epsilon core.
Yes. Right.
Of course, they've gone with the name that Godsent was before they were taken into the company of that organization. When Pronax was at the helm, simple, good position, looking all the way down the hallway. Good jump from Rez to detect it, and that means he comes out from underneath. It works by design. A little bit of luck involved in that he was tagged and not killed, but it pays off.
Yeah, that jump was just brilliant, wasn't it? The fact he was aware of that angle, he jumps perfectly, hits the shot. It's going to be Boomage picking up the AWP, and this boy can use it. Don't worry about that, but they do have a disadvantage now. 5 on 4. Less than a minute remaining. NiP being so slow and patient. It's agonizing for NaVi, getting a taste of their own medicine. Still, it's that auto shotgun as Zeus. That'll be rotating towards B, and that would be correct. It's exactly where they're heading. It's Flamey who's actually in the old position we saw Zeus get 2 frags from before. Bit of an off angle this time, but the flash absolutely destroys him. How he gets 1, I couldn't tell you. Very impressive scenes here, but they have to commit towards B now.
Electronic is there, he's down below, he's waiting to see which way they'll drop. It's an awkward one because they went behind, he had to turn it. How does Zeus get away with that? And now it's on Get Right. He's got a 1-on-2, unaware that Zeus was gonna step back out. Shotgun pays off, and he comes quickly, and he comes chomping away.
We'll take it. The Alligator gets fed today. The auto shotgun with 3 kills. I think there was so much chaos going on there. They had no idea where he was positioned as it goes 4-4. NiP a little bit too slow in their approach. They had the 5-on-4 advantage. To be fair, they couldn't have played that better. They knew there was a chance Flamey was on the other side. They flashed him. They couldn't have done more there. He got, I won't say lucky, it was a very calculated blind spray, but he got 1 kill there, allowing time and damage to be done. As we'll see Zeus with 3 kills in the auto shotgun. Just so you know, $900 per kill on that weapon. So he's filled his bank account up as we get into an A rush here. Boomage with the first kill, damage done. And they're going to commit off their 2nd kill, no problem at all. And it's the 2nd time we've seen NiP commit before the smokes bloom.
And sometimes that pays off. You see teams gamble it. They want to get that 1 clean shot while the execution's there. You get a head start on getting into the site, but unfortunately, maybe slow it down because it's not going their way right now. The accuracy is against them, and so is Simple, so is Zeus, who again continues to look very good at an individual level in this event.
Yeah, there definitely is some method behind the madness. It might look a little bit strange, but the idea is it's very telegraphed when you go for the execution, where you can see all those smokes flying over the map. So the idea is when those smokes are flying over, the CTs are repositioning, they're pulling out their utility in response. You've already got 3 players arriving at the scene of the crime looking for headshots. Boomich, though, he was just in a perfect position to shut that down. Spotted 4 players, got an early kill, second one crossing before the smokes even did anything. And it will be 5-4 in favor of NaVi at this stage. NiP will have to accept the deco around here. Just some Desert Eagles, a couple of bits of Kevlar, a couple of flashbangs. That's about it. But always a chance with Lecro with the Desert Eagle. So good at opening it up. Maps like Mirage lend itself to the weapon as well. Lots of long-range duels available. Even from A-Ram to CT spawn, you can see a headshot come through.
Ooh, electronic, good find to res. Gives Flamey more confidence to swing or slide or whatever you like from catwalk. Bit further on the wide angle toward top mid, not have to worry about anyone sneaking underneath the fence below him. Look at Zeus, look how aggressive he's being. Good kill. Up against pistols, big risk if he loses the AUG there, but that works out for him because he just was in the right spot.
It seems like he's found some confidence this event. It seems like he shook off whatever his demon was at the last year or so. He's actually pushing for kills and being successful.
That's a pretty rude thing to call Edward.
And you know what I mean. Get Right will be the final player, but he just looks like he's playing with conviction now instead of just trying to hold back and get one kill. He actually is pushing and challenging for multiple frags here. So it's great to see. He's had a very interesting tournament. One of the few players still using the AUG on the squad, but it's working out for him. Seen a couple of multi-kill rounds from him.
And just to drive the point home, he's top fragging right now with 10 kills.
Yeah, he's doing a great job here. You don't normally see him, like I said, he's normally considered the weaker part of the map. He's the B anchor, but he's actually pushing the apartments now and actually getting in their heads with some back of the AWPs as well, suggesting you might want to come here. You might not want to do this too much. As Get Right will try and do what he can in the 1 versus 3 here. You don't actually want to challenge him now if you're CT. You'd rather run the clock down if possible, but not going to be the case. Zeus will get another kill in the round. 11 in total. You're right, he's at the very top. 11 and 3. Next to him is Flamey, who's had a great series so far. You've got to say that. Some of the moments, some of the spray downs, especially when that beat bomb sign Inferno, were just magical moments. Round 11, money back there for NiP. Starting to slow down here. He did manage to get 3 rounds in a row. That's now the favor has been answered back with the same from NaVi here. Simple and Flamey focusing towards middle. Nade and the first bit of aggression here from the CTs. Astrala smoke not perfectly deployed. You can see there's quite a massive gap there, but Flamey's still at the very top of the mid boxes. Simple providing some covering fire here, and the gap, will it be a problem? Flamey might be going down here.
He smartly gets back behind the boxes as the smoke dissipates and therefore won't be spotted immediately, but Forrest is certainly convinced. Flashed out though. He needed that kill because they knew he was there. They're angling for him. Plopski's gonna burn, he finished it. That was smart from Flamey because he was absolutely numbered and they're gonna smoke him out as well. This is such good teamwork to get him in position, get him a kill and then damage onto Forrest. Oh, that's pretty cheeky.
That's such good synergy there. The teamwork was really impressive. Flamey looked like he was done for. He had been nullified. Forrest was waiting to kill him there. The incendiary, the bit of damage, the flashbangs from the teammate, then the counter smoke to get him out of position as well. This is what we're talking about from Zeus. He's not scared to push towards B. This time it cost him a bit of HP. Same story for Electronic, but still a 5 and 4. Forrest at 31, still with the sniper rifle. As they swap things over, Zeus has also been happy to AWP this event for the first time, and now he'll have to show us whether he's capable. Simple goes down, he'll hold the sniper at the back of the B-bomb site. First kill was his.
Wow, Zeus on an AWP.
Never seen it before until this event.
Yeah, he's had it a few times. We always make that comment. How often do you see this?
Another one.
And this time we're seeing it more and more. Get Right is gone. 2 kills on the AWP, 18 seconds, 2-on-2 in the site, Lecro with bomb. Forrest with an AWP, needs to swing. Boomich gets the kill. Forrest has to be quick. 2 there and too many. As Electronic finds it, we go 7-4 for NaVi.
Really like that. Zeus. Normally he'd be hiding back at the site, going for the 1 kill. He still pushes with the advantage. Gets the AWP. 2 kills to his name. Really quite the performance from him so far. I want to see these shots from his POV if possible. Here was the shot from Forrest. Pixel, perfect precision. How is he making that work? But Boomich, really well positioned, just denying the bomb at this point. Forrest had to go, I think, for the ace at that point, but nothing he could do at the time. He just saw the roasting of Plopski there at the bottom of middle. It was a nice aggressive push. And speaking of aggression, the A site is wide open. NiP will flood in towards the bomb site, but they're finding absolutely nothing here. Wow. It's an absolute brawl, and Get Right might get a second. Oh, the old simple knife.
it bought them space. It still ultimately worked. Him running toward Get Right left him with nowhere to go. Even he's laughing about it.
A wry smile there, I like that. Worth the attempt, and just though he had the orb, run out of bullets, might as well.
And then ran out of pistol ammo, obviously, also. So yes, that one's a little different than the one in the group stages, shall we say.
Of course, of course.
I just want to point out, though, both times that Simple has gone over to the B apartments and has looked toward the staircase, he's gone down. First, it was the jump to res. That time, it was the AWP against him. He needs to be aware of it. He's a very dynamic player. It's not like he's relying on that position, but maybe just look elsewhere for a bit, because he has been matched in that spot. They're certainly aware of the potential for the peak.
Well then, round 13. Running out of options here. This is the only kill really found, and here's the knife attempt. He did see it. You do get $1,500 extra, so knives are not just for showboating. There is cash available there, but had he gone down, it would have cost him quite a lot in having to recover and open another player having to invest. But still, plenty of cash for the NaVi squad. Electronics sits at $9,000. Simple at 6K, not far behind, as we see Get Right ready for the aggression. Maybe rattled from the previous round. Flamey's little gambit towards the top and middle was quite impressive. Had to think quickly on his feet. Wall-bang attempt there, not successful. Rarely see a kill in that position, but it is possible. Electronic with the AK. Balls of steel to challenge top and middle. Boomich to watch underpass with him. You can see again, NiP have designed this for NaVi. They know there's going to be a lack of respect. Simple with pushing for kills, but they're not giving in. They'll rather run down the clock than push and get information at this point. Or smoke, I should say, from Zeus. Trying to funnel them towards A, because he is a solo anchor right now. It's not a great smoke. It doesn't really do much for him, but either way, it's down. Rez waiting patiently. Challenge from Flamey before on the balcony. A execution looking likely now. We have 4 players outside the A bomb site. They do have all of their utility now. They still have 5 smokes. They have dropped nothing. They've done absolutely nothing in this round so far. Will this be the play that wins in the round? They've got a boatload of grenades to throw in, but before they bloomed. Will they do the same again, or allow the execution to be validated before they make their way in?
And look for the catwalk plants. They want the rotations. Plopsky's got Zeus. They know he's there. Electronic and Flamey are actually backing to look at that. Electronic wants to beat him to it. This is a weird call, because Bomb's still going on A, and Electronic's gone all the way around the apartments, and now he realizes he can stay underneath the catwalk and try and cover him off, but they wanted to plant a little bit further originally. They can't get there, and Flamey's aware that the kill came in too soon on the other side of the map. Still, though, it looks like it might have to be a save with the bomb already planted.
Yeah.
Simple's looking. Oh, they knew it. They knew where he was. They knew he had to be coming around and what the design was, but they just can't get the shot onto him, and that pretty much ends the round. Electronic takes down Plopsky. Flamey, not done looking at least, but now it's over.
Well, that's a great round from Plopsky there. You can see it all designed. Very slow at the start, nothing done, and they send Plopsky towards that B bomb site, knowing that Zeus is there, trying to get the opening kill. He gets one, and you spotted it. You saw those rotations come through straight away. They assumed that A execution was a fake off that kill. They left the bomb site, they left the setup they had established on the A sites, and at that point, NiP flood through. It's a risk, and that's a classic lurk play, you would call it, trying to show presence towards the B bomb site, find a kill, and ultimately cause rotations.
And differently than that, even if you don't get the kill, in that case, as I was saying, if you plant for catwalk, he just swings out and he's still relevant in the A site within 10 seconds difference. He catches maybe one, which he does here against Zeus, who was looking there. So even at that point, if Zeus is already gone, if the defense is in A, if they can get a bomb plant down, Plopsky plays out middle, and he's still extremely relevant.
Yeah, that was unlucky for Zeus. He played a very difficult angle to hit. Just a stunning shot from Plopsky. 8-5, round 14. It's a round NiP desperately needed. Remember, this is their pick. Hasn't been what they wanted so far. 5 rounds is okay. You're looking for 6 or 7 on the T side, though, which can be considered a good half. That takes Plopsky at the 4 and 12. Those 2 massive kills. He wins the round single-handedly, sure, but that's only his 4th after those 2. So need to see a bit more of that, I would say. Orb towards middle, this time for Forrest. Does he hit the shot? Not quite. It's going to be, oh, there we go. Simple, hitting absolutely everything. A flurry of frags coming through, and he's going to escape as well.
Get Right sneaking back in. Electronic gets him down. That means it's all into Forrest, 1 on 4. So just as NiP find success, it'll be robbed and deprived from them yet again. Trying to bait you guys. Don't tell him, guys. Just let him figure it out on his own, okay? He's a grown adult. He's figured out they're certainly trying to pursue and push. Not a lot of money left on the NiP side, and you're right, going into what will be the final round, that is a max loss bonus, but
That's
a bomb
true.
plant would have certainly, well, I say that, they're still at 662,
Yeah.
there's an op, that's a full buy.
The maximum loss bonus really has bailed them out here. It was a change brought in this year to enable us to have more gun rounds, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. It means the team can't be fully reset after winning one round in a game they're struggling in already. This was simple. We didn't really see it from his POV. It looked like he's almost fed the kills. Where's the smoke? Where's the flash? Just kill after kill. You do not want to present those sort of opportunities to the world's best player. As Electronic, I think he was going for the short jump there, but either way, he was actually going to push towards middle, avoids the flashbang. We know he's deadly. He's got the AK on the CT side. We discussed his prospect on Inferno. That's exactly why he's doing it. You get the one-shot potential, and he's demonstrated it perfectly.
Quick check of the radar and falls back to see what other information he attained, or obtained, I should say, for them, as Lekro just sits back with bomb, even concerned at this point, or taking their time about getting inside Palace. They don't really have much information, but they're going to try and use strength in numbers toward the A site, grouping together. Setting their lineups. So Forest's smoke goes immediately on top of the jungle stairs.
Yeah, this is almost a desperate finish. You got Galil, a 5-on-4. You have no fake potential, no Plobsky to find you a kill towards B this time.
Here it goes.
Molotov to be deployed towards Shadow, and we'll see if this is where NiP can bring the round back in their favor. Flamey just avoiding the Molotov, and final commitment coming in.
Slightly more open, Flamey in that position. Boomich, he's standing inside of Flames. Couldn't, oh he did, he got one before he went down. Flamey gets the other, Electronic ends the round. You're right, when it comes to a desperate thrown execution at the last minute, they're already in the site. NaVi know exactly how to shut that down.
Well, there it is, 10-5 a half, ladies and gentlemen. NaVi just a few rounds away from booking themselves a place in the semi-finals. Can they do it? You have to find out after this break.
Different. Skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Not quite as close on the second map of Mirage. It's NaVi that again is in the lead at 10-5, but they swap over to the attack, and momentum is a big part of this map, and NiP could easily get some going here.
Oh, they easily could. If they win this pistol, it's their map pick. They've chosen it for a reason, and it looked like they had a game plan to shut down NaVi then. It's just the individual skills coming through. Flamey's had one incredible series here, and normally you're looking at Electronic and Simple. When he steps up as well, you've got quite the potent combination as we get into the first round of the second half here. 5 players towards A. This is what I'm looking for. A basic execution. Get stuck in with all your star players. The P250 and Kevlar combo for Simple. It's done great work before. Can it be replicated? As it's Get Right to defend here. He's the only player on the A side. He's got a lot of work to do as 5 players flood in towards the site.
Get Right backing off, being a lot more passive in position as Forrest wants to try and do the same coming out from jungle, but look how many players they're putting onto him. He has no choice but to, oh, I take it back. I apologize. He had no choice but to back off. Did well to defend himself for the moment, but Electronic isn't done there. Pushing into Vent, though, unaware that Rez was jumping off the catwalk, and Plopsky swung back in. They've countered that aggression. They put almost everyone, I say almost everyone, into that position, but look at this, doubling up reverse fire. Was he spotted? That's the question. Simple gets 2, but Get Right jumped. I don't think he spotted Boombitch. I don't think they know exactly where he is at all. And Boombitch is going to walk back out, take him down, and he goes back into the same position. It's too far gone. Rez runs it in, but Boombitch says, boom, bitch, because this bomb's going to go off.
That's insane. Simple. He gets the kills required. You can see that adjustment. He realizes the 4-on-2. I have to buy this round for Boombitch. I have to get him a ticket into this round. And it's the double P250 headshot. That's why they give him that weapon. It delivers, and Boombitch, 200 IQ there. It's a lovely setup. The only way they win that round is with the double setup there. The bait and switch. You're not going to check it. He takes it, defuse it down. The bomb's 3/4 of the way gone, and he has to hit the shot, the burst fire. Really impressive stuff there from NaVi. Classic Counter-Strike. Really, really impressive stuff.
I thought maybe Get Right saw him. I thought maybe there was a chance that they were going to just rush into that corner afterward. As we get right back into the action, it's Rezzed onto Flamey, and that's a kill, which could amount to
guys,
more because
out.
he's up close. USP against Simple, double dink, AK down. Rez desperately wanted the weapon, but he won't get there. Zeus can pick it up instead. Mac 10, not as much of a weapon to work with. Electronic back over to Lekro, but Zeus again dinked. They have to be so careful, and I mean, they absolutely heard that. Rez is trying to push it down. Now he has the AK. It's back to a 2-on-2. Boombitch walks back out again, and Get Right left with just the USP, and 15 might not be enough, but Bomb is all the way back towards Spawn. If they give him ground to go grab that, he can get a gun. I take it back.
Oh, that was way too close. That was the full eco from NiP, and that's not the way to do it. We talked about NiP showing us how it should be done, and so that one crucial mistake, that's the way not to operate. Sure, you might think they're eco, but running around in towards those choke points, firing off bullets, it might be a lot of fun, but that's a great shot. It looked like it was under control, but all of a sudden, Rez and that brutal aim of his starts to come to life. The USP finds a couple of kills. It got very uncomfortable as we get to round 18 here. Full buy. Zeus with just a deagle. Simple just rushes in towards A. This is unbelievable. No utilities whatsoever. This is what we call a contact play. Get Right finds it. He'll get Electronic to kick things off. 5-on-4, but still so much work to be done. The old Master Forest looking for headshots towards Palace. Can't get it done. And the A side is under control. Simple looking for headshots towards Short. He realizes it's not his advantage. Smokes it off and focuses towards jungle. It's Boombitch watching towards middle. The vent, it's called the murder hole for a reason. It's Simple. He'll be causing absolute devastation towards that side of the map. A 3 versus 1, 13-5 on the card. Simple. He locks it in, and that's a great call from NaVi. The fact they know the money's loaded, they know a force buy is coming, so they took a full eco in the second round, right? And you know they're buying in the third. They will not have incendiaries. They can't maybe afford to smoke at the very start. They won't have the AWP. You've rushed in. You've been very aggressive. They lost the first pick, but Simple, he didn't waste any time at all. He got himself towards jungle, smoked off connector, took the battles where he had the advantages, and stepped away from the ones where he knew he would go down. So that's great. One round. I say that should be 14-5 after this one, then they're 1 away from the series point. Just Eagles and CZs, but they struggled against the USPs before, so you never know. Could be something to this. Lekro and his Deagle, you feel like he's getting one. Yep, there it is. Why they enter choke points with no grenades, I can't tell you. Seems to be a bit of a trend these days, but there's the kill back in return.
Thought if he had got that first jump, he might have had the lineup, but they saw him react. He didn't. They do the same to Plopsky and to Get Right. 14 looking like it is highly likely at this point in time. And that means high amount of pressure on to NiP. waits again in mid. Smokes in these two. Knows they're both there. Does go down. Damage done. Enough to secure the rounds. All right, Rez will get a shot back. I don't think they'll go for this, but it's weapons that they can certainly have. Oh, he's done for. I'm afraid too low HP. Surely tries to pre-fire at Rez. Zeus is being smart about this. He's just going to cage him in at this point in time, but if he gets that, oh, it was a good attempt, all things considered. He gets that Krieg back down. Still a gun available for Forest right now.
Yeah, there's Zeus going down, and that's going to be the AK recovered. 2 kills for Forest, got a Deagle, Molotov. So not a bad round, but not a good situation, Matt. It's really gone wrong for them. 14-5 down at this point on their map pick. This is far from ideal. As we'll see now, maybe a tactical pause come through. Might be required at this stage. There are a couple of rounds that are being taken down in the quarterfinals. NaVi looked destined for the semis. This was pretty spectacular from Forest, but couldn't win in the round, unfortunately. Orbs out for the first time. Forest is excellent with it, and I have to say, Plofsky, big stage, couldn't frag on Inferno. Now with 5 and 18, the only impact he's had is that round towards B.
He has had moments. That's certainly true, but you're right. It's not as resounding as they would hope. And to be fair, no one higher than 12 currently on the NiP side. Every single player is over that on the other side of it. On NaVi, the lowest 2 are 14, Flamey, and Electronic.
Going in towards A. I think that is flashing over and sending Boomich out.
We'll come back to that point about kill totals on NaVi in a moment as Forest will catch out Boomich. Electronic to respond with 1, but he's gone immediately after. Good start for Forest. Good start for NiP, holding back towards CT spawn. Simple has his own up. Plopsky needs to be the one to shut him down this time. He starts to work into that connector. He starts to want to open a path for his teammates to work in for the front of the site by finding Rez. Plopsky needs to be quick to respond. Simple's not going to overreact. He's not going to force the issue. He's going to let patience work in his favor and let discretion be the better part of it. Everyone's within about 4 kills, top to bottom on NaVi. Usually Simple's well ahead. Throughout this whole tournament, they've been close. The bottom end of the team, sure, you're not seeing as much impact per se from Flamey, but everyone is so close together, and that's what's really putting them in these positions and finding them through in this now quarterfinal, potentially the semifinal against Liquid, where they certainly will have to play like a team. 2 rounds away from it, but still that will remain the case because down to just Zeus remaining in a 1-on-4.
And the money's broken as well. Those close rounds against the USPs have cost them. They should have a full buy next round, but no, not going to happen. It's Forest with 3 kills. They're trying to just operate in a very default manner right now, in a quick, fast pace. They're trying to bully the fact that they're the ones hitting all the shots, and it's unpredictable. It's stifling to play against. It's not usual. Just running into the A side, taking duels, but this time Forest, the AWP for the first time, does shut it down. And Flamey is just going to be the merchant at this point. He's got $8,000. He's going to drop 3 Deagles for his teammates at that point. So it's Forest shot. You can see there's no smoke in CT spawn. They're trying to just get in there with nothing at all, just so it's that surprise factor. They weren't anticipating the AWP because NiP aren't really known to have that start orb we talked about. Doesn't work out this time, but they have got the hero AK for Flamey. And this is a strategy, I would say, developed by NaVi. They started this with Simple, but the way Flamey's playing right now, the fact he had residual cash, I don't mind this at all. Let's see if he can crack open a site, maybe get us a plan.
Flamey's still just waiting to watch and hope that his teammates get closer without being spotted so that they can swarm onto Rez. And that would yield him an AK if they can. Smart from Rez to back out a little bit.
They're waiting for that smoke to go down. I thought they'd swarm into connector and challenge the AWP potentially there, but they're being more patient than that. Still a chance to give this round up with the AK there.
Reading the fact that it is against pistols, oh, I was going to say something, and Rez has changed it. Playing the second arch of connector is better because it leaves the AK inside of the site where his teammates can still protect it. If he gets isolated, they can still take this gun from him. They'll certainly try to now. Flamey's AK finds him in return, and now do they get the second gun or not? Boomich, he wants to be the one to go out. There's no one really watching it. They can't. So now they've got a real chance in this.
Oh,
aim punch.
Yeah, that same punch with no Kevlar, it's very difficult. As soon as a bullet touches your chest in any way, your crosshair goes up in the sky. So it was a nice idea, knew exactly where Get Right was, but taken down. And Plopsky, decent position for the next kill. Timing has eluded him, though. 20 seconds, speaking of time. NiP look like they've got this one wrapped up unless Electronic can do something absolutely insane from the Palace position. That's not bad from Flamey. Remember, Plopsky's are short. The timing's not working out once again from him, but still, 9 seconds. Surely there's no plan here.
I'm gonna try for it, but the problem is that Plopsky
They can't plant.
Turned it around, but there's no time, and Lekro knows it, backs away. They'll win the round with less players remaining than their opposition, but Plopski's kill is the only one that matters. You're right. Good call. Electronic has picked up the AWP.
That was too close for comfort, right? That's an excellent attempt there. So you went in 1 AK and Deagles. You killed absolutely everyone apart from one. You managed to get an AWP and AK still. That's not a bad round. It was close. Plopski does save the day, denies the plant. We did know that potential was there. It was a desperate plant, but still, they've got a full buy here. So it's absolutely fine for NaVi. There's no problem at all with that round. It's actually given them quite a strong chance here with the AWP. I don't think they would have had enough cash for that. So here we go then. A real strong chance to find map and series points. They don't have all the utility, but as they wait for aggression towards top and middle, it's a pretty standard setup here from NiP. Crowd seems to be behind them at this point. There's still a chance for a comeback. This is their map pick, CT sided. But they have to hold on. They need to break the bank accounts once again, a few more times. Plopski now starting to come to life. Great opening kill. Takes Boomich and tags up Electronic as well, but Electronic spots an aid from Rez. He knows there's a chance he peeks this, and he's already passed the smoke. The Forest, the AWP, down for now. Rez has to be cognizant of the fact there's a few players in that connector, and he's watching it like a hawk right now.
Simple's watching him too, though. If he extends out beyond the jungle to try and get a peek, he has to cross that sight line. And he knows it. He's confirmed it by throwing that nade, Simple, because he has to be there. Smokes him in instead because he can't wait forever. He needs to either force Rez out or contain him so his teammates walk out. He gets the kill in the end. They lose one in doing it, but it speeds up the play and gives them the access they want. So that smoke was actually a huge part of that plan. And it is still a 3-on-3. Speaking of smoke, Plopski puts his own down, but that gives Zeus time.
Oh, no.
I said to plant the bomb. Lekro got him instead.
Okay, a chance now. NiP 2-on-2, Forest and Spawn, remember. Plopski has been dropped. Forest, that's his own smoke in front. It will dissipate very shortly, and he's up against Simple and Flamey. Lekro to rotate in through the vent. Still a chance here, but they have no utility.
Forest back up. Wanted to look deeper in the sight, saw Simple late, and he's gonna have to see Simple again in a one-on-one with two AWPs, as Simple's been in this position before, and Forest bests him.
It's by the skin of his teeth. He drops the NiP logo on the ground as well. It's a stylish finish from Forest, but he gets the defuse. NaVi, that was so tantalizingly close. Simple with 3 kills in the round. It looked good. It looked strong. Simple definitely had the potential to close it out, but still plenty of time to do so. Forest has saved the day once again. What a crazy moment this was. So much potential for Simple to finish it off there. 2 absolute legends going at it toe-to-toe. This time Forest will be the one to come out on top.
Simple in the op around those triple blocks.
Oh, yeah.
That one was a little different. That one he had to go to battle. Forest keeps NiP very firmly in this, and that now is, no big deal, no sweat, whatever. That is now 3 in a row. Clawing back in slowly. Just to note as well, 2nd round in a row, although different player this time, as it was Plopski through the arches. The one before, this time Lekro to deny that bomb plant. So they had the smokes covered off for CT, but they're getting caught out from Cat.
I think that was through the smoke as well. I think he just sprayed wildly from short, denied the plant. They saved the day, but they're going to have to keep replicating that. We said they had to break the bank a few times. They haven't quite got there yet. This is a strong partial buy from NaVi with a B execution. They're going to have one player towards the A side of the map. That's Flamey trying to find a pick with a Deagle. If he gets it, that's going to cause a massive disruption to the defense of B. If Lekro, he's actually been baited into dropping most of his utility before they've committed. So that's his smoke and his incendiary gone. But Rez in such a great position here. They're not going to be aware of it. That crossfire has proved to be very, very good indeed. But what a shot from Electronic. There's another player there. Surely he doesn't challenge that again. He wants the 2nd kill. Oh my goodness, he might be able to get it. Not going to happen. NiP back on their feet now. 9 rounds on the board. Zeus just looking for anything that might be remaining. Any scraps on the table. Doubts he'll be able to find anything though. There's going to be Plopski to close things out. Double digits, once that comes through, that's when we start to have the conversation of the comeback and maybe a 3rd map. NaVi will have the full buy here. It's just a Friday here. You can see we're absolutely ram-packed here in the Lanxess. It's going to get even crazier to tomorrow. Round 24 now. Kriegs, AKs around, no all for Simple. Can they get that big round, the series point? Simple seems to think so. He wanted to run into that A side, but the incendiary slows him right down. Puts the brakes on things for a moment. So a similar approach to what we saw from NiP. Boomich is Plopsky now, essentially. Flashbang over, they saw Get Right. Flamey just trying to run him down.
Get Right sliding back out, though. Caught by Simple, but they confirm that they're already toward Tetris. Boomich has Lacro. Rez saves the day. That gives them Cat again, by the way, just to note. And look what happens. He gets Simple through the arches. That has become their nemesis of this game. That position, and Plopsky capitalizes because they get a little bit confused. They're starting to scramble, and Electronic has to get aggressive. He knows where Plopsky is and makes good on the kill. Smokes inside of the site because he wants to keep himself away from that arch. That's not the biggest issue. It does keep him some savage now. He's got some protection. He's got that smoke, and he can focus on CT. It's finally going to be an app and series point for NaVi.
That's a world-class play from Electronic. So calm, so aware as well. And it's exactly what we saw from NiP, and that infamous round of Plopsky had his impact. It's Boomich towards B this time, got the kill required. It set them up for a 2 versus 1, and Electronic, one of the absolute superstars in CSGO in terms of riflers right now, he steps up and plays that round perfectly. The reposition and the awareness, he kept himself safe from the jungle and steps to position and focused on spawn, and it couldn't have worked out better for him. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Let go of the auto shotgun. Desert Eagles here, and for masses to try and keep NiP alive here. Is there any magic left in the tank? We'll have to find out. Round 25 is where it could all come crashing down.
And as the master of tricks in his last one, is this Get Right's last round with the Ninjas? Simple moves back. Shot speculation toward the window. Electronic gets underneath of it. They confirm that it is clear not only with the bullet but with flames.
45 seconds map. Water shotgun. Deagles, no utility, but NaVi. It looks like the A pincer will be the final move. They've got really nothing themselves. They have one smoke and a flash. This would be brute force. And against CZs and Deagles and alike, it could all come crumbling down. The time are really running low here. Rez and his Deagle has been astonishing this tournament. Can he find anything more? Not this round. This could be it.
Get Right. He's in the open. His coverage gone. They lost to Arch. They lost Connector. They lost the front of the site. He did what he could to find one, and now he has to sit and watch. The last grain of sand through the hourglass, perhaps for him, as Boomich holds off at the vents. Simple backs away, a smoke for Lekro, a smoke and a shotgun, trying to close the distance, but Simple shuts him down before he can cross the gap, and Plopsky all to do, 37 HP. And time's run out. Now they are in to the semifinal versus Liquid 2 over NiP.
There it is, 16-9. It was a dominant performance from NaVi, but an exciting series. Inferno had it all. Fantastic moments, great clutches, and just really toe-to-toe action. You can see what it means to get right, and what could happen after this. No one really knows, but it could be the last time we see him in an NiP jersey.
And he's a professional about it. He's holding it together, whether it's true or not. Whether they've evaluated and made other decisions or he stays on, we don't know. But if it is the last time we see him, he deserves every ovation this arena can give him. He has done everything for Counter-Strike, and he is a legend of our game.